Tonight, when I looked under the bed for my monster, I found this note instead.
My students were just naturally working through the writing curriculum that the district gave us.
How would I ever get to sleep without games, familiar, scary noises?
And the ceramics teacher from Redmond High School reached out
and asked if she would be interested in working with me on this project.
And Mrs. De Mello asked if my students would be interested in creating a type of monster.
I was surprised to hear more creaking under the bed.
And the idea was for her students to read a book about monsters and then have the students draw a monster.
Ooh, is that a snake with a really long tongue?
And then my students would choose which monster they wanted to make, and then they would make it come to life in 3D.
And I felt like it fit in perfectly with what we were already learning about and doing in class. So I had my students take the nonfiction animal that they had been researching on PebbleGo.
I researched up this pug on PebbleGo.
And they drew a picture of it. And then I read the story, Have You Seen My Monster? And we monsterfied their nonfiction animals.
I made a German Shepherd monster.
And they added eyes, and they added claws, and they added fantastical colors.
And something just kind of clicked with this group of students.
It's great, honestly. I love the fact that we're able to give these first graders something really fun.
The Ceramics 2 students in the spring semester, they're just ready for something like this.
I think it's a dragon, but I'm not entirely sure. It's very colorful though, and I love that.
Just so charming to see these 16 and 17-year-olds going, man, these first graders have great imaginations. They're just gonna love it.
Yeah.
Kids just laughing and enjoying and kind of getting into the mind of a first grader, and what do you think this is, and what does that do, and why did they do it this way? And
is this too thick? Because I put
I saw a lot of fun happening in the classroom while they're learning. Students in my classes are at all different levels, so I was kind of surprised. I had all different levels saying, me, I want to do one, I want to do one, and every single project has turned out just exactly the way I hoped it would. I've been really, really pleased with the generosity, with the enthusiasm, with how each of the students has kind of fallen in love with the monsters while they're making them.
The elementary kids really look up to high schoolers and think it's so cool that they're going to get to go to high school and maybe one day take a ceramics class, and just kind of providing this inspiration for them that all came from Mrs. De Mello has been really fun.
There's supposed to be a spice on it. Okay.
We're walking from Redmond High School to Clara Barton Elementary. And we are going to go into the classroom. We're going to pair up the ceramic artist with the first grade drawing artist.
And do you want to help me steal this away?
And they're going to present their pieces to the kids.
And there it is.
In a project like this where everyone is imagining something totally new,
when I saw your monster, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
it really just brings everyone together as they can show their creativity.
This is a German Shepherd.
This is so cool.
And none of the monsters are the same. None of them are alike because they all researched different animals and they all created different monsters.
Oh dear. But we gotta fix that.
I loved all of the color. I think it was just such a colorful, fun project.
They really put themselves into these projects and they made some beautiful, beautiful monsters.
This is my favorite part.
Imagine that this is one of those tokens from elementary school that they are going to keep for a very long time, if not throughout their entire life.
It's just been so fun to watch the first graders' responses to their sculptures. I'm kind of blown away at how good it turned out. It's wonderful.